So we're looking for the weight where 25% of the candies will weigh under. So first thing we got to do is remember what that looks like on the normal distribution curve. 25%. Remember the mean cuts the data in half, so that's the 50% mark. And then one standard deviation to the left, that little chunk right in here is another 34%. So it's going to be somewhere between these two ranges right here, between mean minus one standard deviation and the mean. So somewhere right in there. Now let's go ahead and give real values to the mean. According to the data up there, it's a normal distribution. The mean is 0.781, and then the standard deviation is 0.026. So the real values are, it's going to be between 0.755 grams and 0.781 grams. So let's do a little bit of math now. So what we have to do is find a z-score from the z-table that generates an area under the curve which is close to 25%. Let's go ahead and look that up. There's our z-score, and we're looking for roughly close, what's close to 25%. We're not doing exacts here. So there's 0.2514. So let's find the z-score that generates 0.2514. It's in this column and in this row. So it looks like the z-score that generates close to 25% is negative 0.67. So now let's use that. I'm going to go ahead and put that in our formula. Which formula? The z-score formula, of course. So now we know the z-score. We know what this number is, z. So we're going to just substitute known values. So a z-score of negative 0.67. And then we're looking for the x. That's the random variable in this problem. We're looking for the value of the x. So we substituted the mean for this and the standard deviation for that. We're going to turn it into a proportion. Now that it's something over something else equals something over something else, we can cross multiply. Remember that. That's always fun. And go ahead and multiply everything out and solve for x. So this weight, 0.7636, is the cutoff point for 25% or less of the candies should weigh less than 0.7636 grams. But let's take a shortcut and knock this out in Excel just to double check. So let's pull up the old Excel sheet. And the formula to find this is equals norm inv parentheses. The first number they ask you is the probability. And remember, this always does less than, so that's fine. We want 0.25, which is 25%, comma. The mean is 0.781, comma, and the standard deviation is 0.026. Close parentheses, hit enter. That should give you the answer. And that's the answer that we have. Let's put that. Okay, so Excel, we basically get the same answer. The difference between the Excel method and the looking up the value on the table is that Excel does, it rounds to a different place value. It goes out to about 10 or 15 different place values, so you're going to get a minor difference between the two. But that's the answer. That's it. MGZ out.